Thank you again for coming back to the Triple T videos. Today we're going to replace a seal and a ram on this backhoe. Basically it's in here. It's the hardest one, of course, to get to. These hoses and all go in and connect to it. So a lot of hoses and stuff in here, so it's very difficult to remove it from this cavity. So what I'm going to do is take a tool. This tool right here is designed to remove this end cap seal. So what I'm going to make is a long reach one to go up in here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a minute. But this is a 2000 L35 Kubota. So get you a shot of this in here, what it looks like, and a short video of me fabricating a little long reach tool similar to this. So this is a BT 900 backhoe. So off camera, I made this little pin driver. This is a 1-inch, I believe it's 1-inch sucker rod on a 3/4 inch sucker rod. So it's got a grease fitting on the other side. And that's that. Okay, so now I'm going to have to release the pressure in this ram so I can run this back this way a little bit and drop it down so I can get the nut off. Okay, I can't get the end off the cylinder there, so I'm going to have to pull the cylinder. I'm going to have to pull the pin here and then see if I can get it up close enough to the mouth of this cavity right here to get it off. Sure hope I can get that back in. This should fit just fine now. Well, I can't believe I didn't have to put a pipe wrench on that cylinder. You know what? I might need to make sure we relieve all pressure. All right. Very long-winded. There it is. But the next part is trying to get this ram out of here. The plan now is to put these blocks of wood underneath these stabilizer arms and lift the tractor up enough to get it up here where the backhoe leans down and gives me more room to clear this right through here. When I lift up on the ram, it comes and hits this right here. I can't get it out. So it's getting more dangerous every minute. I'll set the front end loader down to give it stability. Okay, I got it out. That's the easy part. Let's see if we can get it back in. Oh, good, it broke loose. The manual I have says that you have to use thread lock on these nuts. So there's no seal inside the piston. It just by tightening it real tight, I guess these are machine surfaces, so we get a good enough seal. Look, you can see where that piston laid in water. It's discolored. So that seal's busted. There's one little bad spot there in the inner race, right there. It's probably leaking there. It's probably leaking there, and then that pressure got past that seal and then pushed this seal out. Alright, so we got the boom, which is number 9. We got number 7, which is the boom cylinder. So I look over here. This is a parts list you can get offline, online. There's the boom. The kit is 080. The seal kit is $22,300. It's $26. Here it is right here. So it comes with all these seals, and it comes with the nut right there. All right, so you have to be really careful now. You have to know, you have to keep up with the order of things. So it comes with a O-ring for the top and an O-ring for the bottom and this little flat O-ring. And the flat O-ring goes toward the pressure. This one is not. But anyway, the flat one goes toward the pressure. And then inside, this is the outside seal. Just kind of scrapes the rod. And this is the inner race, which holds all the pressure. So this one right here is so worn out I can't tell which way it went, but probably this ridge goes toward the pressure. And then the piston has this yellow ring, and then there's a black rubber ring underneath it. I've already put it on that one. So what I'm going to do is dig these out and then set them in order over to the side so I don't get the new ones and the old ones messed up. These inner ones are kind of tough to deal with. There it goes. Yeah, not sure which way. I'm going to have to figure out. This ridge, I think, goes toward the pressure. Anyway, that's that. That's all the inner O-rings. Now I'm going to grab these. These are a lot easier to deal with. So there, put that over there by the used equipment. And that, I have no idea why they need that. And then this ring, put that by the used equipment. And then I'm going to clean everything a little bit here. So that's that. So now I'm going to go back with them. The biggest one I'm going to put on first. The cylinder nut, I believe is what this called it. That's the one that seals against the cylinder. And then we've got this one. And then the flat one. Alright, so it's all together down in the groove like it should be. Those were the easy ones. This one goes here on the outside, so this one's pretty easy. This is always a hard one. So what we got is a little tool here that I can use to insert this in there. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. The ridge is pointing toward the pressure. It's seating down in that race real well. I'll call that one good. We're ready to go back with it. They give you a new nut with the kit. And I'll use this thread locker that is removable. I can go back with it. See if I can get it started here. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so I got the cylinder nut on. It's tight. What we gotta do is push this ram back in there, make it made up with that pin right there. It's not gonna be easy. I was in a bind because it was tilting over that way, but I didn't have enough hydraulic oil left to lift them. So I had to put hydraulic oil in there. And now I'm ready to put the ram back up, made it back up with that pin right there, which I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun. And then connect it back to that pin and we'll see what it'll do. This is the big reveal. We got all the pins back in, bolts holding it. This one was leaking so bad, this ram, it drained the crankcase of hydraulic fluid. I mean, it's going to have some in here from all this work. So here we go. Like I said, let me get this. The glide shift transmission had busted, and so even though it ran good and everything, it would not move. It would not go in forward or reverse. But the PTO worked, and so I bought it to be the power for my sawmill. So this dude is just about ready to go. I'm going to probably put some in these back lights right here. I'm going to put some good LED lights in there, and that'll be my backhoe lights when I'm working. If I have to work at night, which I hope I don't. Anyway, hopefully this turns out to be a good little tractor. It's just the right size, and you can get off on both sides of it. So everything works. I don't see any leaks, but I just found something that's very remarkable. Just by luck. Can you see it? There's no pin going all the way through. Now, isn't that weird? That pin right here that you saw in the video cost $48.25 plus shipping. I guess that was my indicator there, but I'm gonna have to get another pin. Now that is crazy. I'm glad I saw that before I started using it. The other thing I wanted to say was that spinner wrench that I made for this cylinder nut, I did use it. I can't remember if I filmed it or not, but it does. The other one's so bulky, you have to have a wrench or a socket on it or a breakover. And so that spinner wrench, I was able just to spin that off. It's pretty tight all the way off. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to using this out here on the ranch. This cylinder is going to cost, if I replace it, will cost more than the tractor. If I can get it. A lot of these parts I had to make. This dog right here, that dog right there is a sucker rod and some flat iron. So I had to make that, and a few other things. Just little stuff here and there. So you can't get all the parts, but you can get some of the parts. This seat turns around too. Turn it around like that, and then you put your feet in there. I guess you're supposed to climb in from the back whenever you have the stabilizers down. There's a step right there, so I imagine you step there, and have a seat. And then you really have to, well, I guess I could scoot the seat this way, because this is a little bit of stretch for me. But this is my first backhoe, and that cylinder leaking is not going to be a problem because every backhoe I've ever been on has been a leaking, oily mess. So I think this one will be all right. Well, thanks for spending a little time with us out here on the Triple T. And we'll call this project another one done. So y'all have a blessed day. That's it. Happy, happy, happy.